again, everybody, and welcome to an all-new episode of Wrestling's Road Trip After Hours. I'm your host, MacDavis, along with my WWE Hall of Famer co-host, Mr. Teddy Long. Hey, Teddy, how you doing, brother?
Hey, good afternoon, Maxter. Boy, I've been waiting to get this show on the road here today because we got a big weekend in St. Augustine, Florida for River City Con. And today we got a real special guest, one of the gentlemen that is behind the River City Con, the man that him and his dad started this thing and it's become one of the biggest events of all time. And we're going to be talking to him. So, Mac, I'll let you take it from here.
Yes, well, thank you, Teddy. I appreciate that. Nick Batey from River City Wrestling Con. I'm going to bring you in right now. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well this morning. How are you guys?
All right, we're doing fantastic, man. I am looking forward to this event. Teddy will tell you, I've been talking about it for weeks now. Looking forward to this, mainly for a couple of reasons. First of all, I get to hang around all of the old wrestling guys and hang out with friends we see at these shows, which I thoroughly enjoy. And but also, that's a home to me. I grew up in St. Augustine through my 20s. That's where I kind of grew up and got in a lot of trouble, but had a lot of fun in that town. I actually hosted a morning show there for years and years. In St. Augustine. So it's good to see something coming into St. Augustine to a place that I remember being built. That's the World Golf Village.
What you just said, you hosted a morning show. What morning show? Would you tell us what it is?
Well, if you want to know, for those who remember that, it was a station called WSOS 105.5. That was in St. Augustine Beach, and at that time was a top 40 type of station. And I did mornings there, and like I said, for about 10 years in that town, I had a fantastic time. So I'm looking forward to coming back home.
See, Vince taught me that. Everybody don't know about the morning show. So Vince says, hey, explain to them what that is. So I gave you some Vince McMahon there.
I got some Vince advice there. Nick, you guys have really grown this con to something that I remember the first and second year that you had this and where you were and where you are now. The growth is incredible. Is it surprised you how well this has grown?
It's always a surprise, but we've definitely been putting in the work marketing wise and just making sure we promote to the right people, because one of the benefits is, as a thought of the pandemic, a lot of new residents have come to Florida, and one of the areas that they've targeted is North Florida, specifically Jacksonville and St. Augustine. So we have all these wrestling fans that are now living in the area, and, we're finally able to satisfy that in a big way.
Now, the River City Wrestling Con this year is going to be at the World Golf Village in St. Augustine. Years prior, you were in a different facility, and I know the facility where you're heading to. I've been there on a couple of occasions, so this is a really nice upgrade this year. Can you tell us more about the resort and what's going to be going on during that weekend?
Absolutely. So, of course, we're going to be moving from our traditional home at the Jacksonville Fairgrounds and moving to the World Golf Village at the St. Johns County Convention Center in St. Augustine. And our team we interpret as a welcome surprise, because we've grown so much in attendance over the past few years. And last year we realized, just in real time, just how much we outgrew that space. And, thankfully St. Johns County has welcomed us with open arms, and they've taken great care of us during this transition. The event will feature, of course, meet and greets with Hall of Famers like Teddy Long, Sting, Trish Stratus, the Hardys, Lita, you name it, they're going to be there. We have live wrestling matches going on the whole day, Q&A sessions, of course, and of course, live wrestling matches that happen throughout the whole day. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Teddy, I know you were there not too long ago when we first made the announcement about River City Wrestling Con and this year's special guest. So you've been down in that area. You know what it's like down in St. Augustine, and I know you're looking forward to this trip as well.
Oh, yeah, I had a great time down there. Went down in January to promote River City Con, and it's a great hotel. And in fact, the hotel that we were in, I guess the restaurant part, I believe the guy was related to Jim Belushi.
No, it's not Jim Belushi. It's the guy from Caddyshack is what you're thinking about. Bill Murray?
Golly, man, I got his name right there. Bill
Murray?
Bill Murray.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he's from Caddyshack, and they used to have a restaurant there. I hope it's still there because it was a very good restaurant. I like that restaurant there. So,
well, I had a chance to sign a golf ball in this restaurant, and that there were a lot of other balls that were there that nothing but big time movie stars signed. And don't be laughing.
You signed a lot of movie stars. You signed a lot of movie stars' balls. What are you talking about, Teddy?
It was golf balls.
Okay, golf balls. Okay.
See, you got me back. Very good. Very good. That's great. Good. Got me back.
Nick, tell us now. I know that you mentioned just a few names, but go down the list of some of those names if you have them with you of who everybody can expect. And before you even get there, though, are tickets still available?
Yes, we have a limited quantity of tickets still available. Our last update is that over 80% of our weekend passes sold. So we do expect to sell out at the door this year. But we have, just a great, exceptional roster of people coming in. Just some other content we have going. Simon Says, who was with Teddy at that press conference, he will be doing live trivia throughout the day. We have a costume contest and a video game tournament where we give away some prizes during. But some other names that we have include, once again, we have Sting, Trish Stratus, Lita, the Hardys, Mick Foley, Booker T. We're always excited to have him back. We also have some recent members of the Hall of Fame class, Bull Nakano and Thunderbolt Patterson. They're going to be joining us. Some exceptional names there, especially Thunderbolt. Abdul the Butcher will be joining us. We have Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Scott Steiner, Ron Simmons, FSU Hall of Famer, of course. Wow. His name is still in the stadium, believe it or not, down in Tallahassee. It's incredible. But we have just an exceptional in-depth roster of people. Of course, formerly Devon Dudley, will be joining us as well. And Sean Waltman, otherwise X-Pac, will be there as well. So Mickey James. I mean, the list goes on. We just have such an incredible roster of men and women appearing.
And you're not kidding either, because I'm looking at some of the other names. Like you mentioned, we have Scott Steiner, Sid Vicious, Hacksaw, Jim Duggan will be there, Al Snow, Jerry the King Lawler, Eric Bischoff, Jimmy Hart, Jake Hager, Bobby Fish, Mike Chioda, Jesse McKay, and Cassie Lee. That'll be a great combination there. Also, Mariah May, Matt Cardona, and the Boogeyman, and the Godfather and Papa Shango will also be there this weekend. So it's going to be an incredible weekend. And this starts on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, we start at 10 a.m., correct?
That's correct. VIPs get in at 10 a.m. General admission opens at 11. And, Bobby Fish will be main eventing our Sunday wrestling card, a triple threat match, including John Davis and Bojack. And Sunday's main event is for the Mission Pro Championship. Tiffany Nieves, she'll be taking on Ruthie J and Scotty Sosa to defend her belt. And I believe that would make her one of the first Mission Pro champions to defend it in another state.
Very cool. This is a complete weekend in St. Augustine. If you've never been to St. Augustine, there's a lot to do in this area. So even during the day, if you want to take a break and go out and enjoy the sights and views of St. Augustine, you can do that this weekend. It's a blast. I promise you, you will have money well spent. And if you want to get those tickets, Nick, tell us again, how do we find those tickets?
Yes, so tickets are available at rivercitywrestlingcon.com. Kids 10 and under are free. We do emphasize very much this is a family-friendly event. We want the whole family to come out and have a good time, or something for mom and dad to do, something to keep the kids entertained. And that's what wrestling's all about. It's meant to be a family spectacle. It's meant to be taking, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, everybody. It's meant to be a big collective. So we're super excited.
So you personally, are you ready for the weekend to be over with?
I'm ready to get things kicked off. There's nothing like it. Teddy's seen how my dad and I hustle at that event. It's one of those things, just seeing the response just statistically, but seeing it in person, we're eager to see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm really excited about for you. Is like I said in the beginning of this interview, I've seen you do this from the get-go, and where it has come today from where it started is fantastic. In this short amount of time, the popularity and how huge this event is. And honestly, I'm trying to think, Teddy, you might know something. There's only a handful of large gatherings like this. This is probably one of the big ones, is it not, Teddy?
Oh, yeah, this is absolutely one of the big ones. And I tell you what, I feel real honored, that Nick and his dad are having you and I down there to be a part of this big thing. The last time I was there was in 2019, so it's been a while. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. And I've been getting a lot of, comments on my social media, Facebook and Twitter, people waiting to see me. So I think this is going to be absolutely fantastic, man.
We hope you'll join us. Again, that's this weekend. I mean, this is when you're watching this, we probably a day before, you'll have a chance to catch up with everything that's going on. Check for those ticket prices again, as Nick mentioned, because they may not be there, but there's still some tickets available, but not many. I think he said 80% full right now. Is that right?
Yes, sir. We only 80% of the weekend passes are sold out. So I do encourage everybody, don't wait. Definitely get your tickets now because there's no guarantee they'll be there at the door.
All right, that's this weekend, St. Augustine, Florida, World Golf Village. It's going to be River City Wrestling Con 2024. I'll be there along with Teddy Long, WWE Hall of Famer, and of course, everybody else we talked about earlier. And Nick, thank you so much for taking the time. I know how busy you are, especially as we're getting just a few days away from this event. So we wish you the best of luck.
Always happy to make time for you, Mac and Teddy, but I do look forward to seeing y'all this weekend.
Thank you, Nick. We appreciate it.
And thank you so much, Nick. Thank you, man. Say hello to your dad.
Will do, and the Caddy Shack is still there. So I mean, y'all
it is the Caddy Shack. Good. I was worried about that. Caddy Shack. I've been in Caddy Shack many times. So, all right, guys, We're out of here. We're out of time. I'm MacDavis. That's WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long, and of course, Nick Batey, our special guest today from River City Wrestling Con. We hope we'll see you there.
Holla, players.